What's up, everybody? It's Heems, and guys, I want to review and talk about Dragon Ball Daima. The very beginning was absolutely amazing and on point, especially like even like with the animation. I like that they almost pretty much because it was basically in the beginning of it, you get a chance to kind of get a recap on all the sagas all the way up until the Majin Buu saga. But you get that new kind of style of animation, that look and feel to it that gives it more of a vibrant and kind of a lively, colorful look. And I was more so impressed what they did, even like in the recap or showing even like both between Goku and Majin Vegeta and their fight. Like that was pretty cool. They even sat there and gave a little bit more info as far as like with Deborah. Like besides you already knowing that he was like the Demon King, you didn't really know too much more than that. And basically as if okay, so he's the king and Bobbity got him. So as if like this dude got to be like he got to be good. And then after that, you see him get turned to a cookie. Then after that, he ends up in the outer world. Then after that, he gets the stamp of good, and then like he's just this good guy, and then that's it. And then after the recap, you see it go back to where now he's going to be anointed as the Demon King. And then you even see like Supreme Kai's like actual family and stuff, who's actually down there working for him in the demon world and trying to get everything set up to make the wish. Then after that, they make their transition to Earth, and then it pans to the characters from literally, because at first I couldn't quite figure out like the time frame of this. I was like, is this right after the Boost saga? Is this like in between where they actually meet, with the God of Destruction? But it was right before that. And then the only little mix-up that I noticed was when it came down to the Batars, because at one point you see everybody celebrating, then you actually see Supreme Kai and them sitting around. They're like, wait a minute, how did you guys get here? Or like, how did you guys separate? They was like, oh, well, the same thing that you guys did when you went into Boo, we did that. And as if that's how we unfused. But then I remember like I had a moment where I had to stop it, go back, because I was like, I know I heard it differently when you watch Dragon Ball Super, since it's considered, canon and well, based off of the manga and stuff. But it was basically that the reason the fusion wore off for Goku and Vegeta was based off the fact that mortals can only fuse for 1 hour. Supreme Kais or deities is infinite. But originally in the first tournament, they actually were separated due to the fact that Kibito, or they went to the Namek Dragon Balls and they actually wished for the unfusion. So it was one of those. I think like some people have read like some of the comments, even like in other videos. I think it's just one of those like Torah, because he's one of those kind of people at the time where if he writes about something or he gets on a concept, he kind of like is done, so he'll put it away. And so then it's like when it comes back up again, it kind of throws certain things off here and there, or even like as far as like powers, power levels, and stuff like that. So it could be a bit off. But yeah, the animation for that was really cool. And then to just see everything get started. And then I like the reference that they made too, because they also have Dragon Balls in the demon world. And he had made a reference like, well, you can't, depend on the wish, like, you're not trying to kill her. Like, basically, like, I know I can't use, it's like basically like for white magic, or, but like, I can't use the black or the black wish. And there's like, I don't know, maybe I was overreaching with it, but I was like, the Black Wish, Black Star Dragon Balls. But then it ties into them talking about like trying to wish them back as kids, or trying to have them turned into kids. And I was like, that's pretty much the same thing that they did for Dragon Ball GT. Almost like they basically tried to make that finally into canon of that moment for them. And then to have them actually have the name. And then that was another interesting thing, because like you see the joke reference like in a TFS Abridged, where like, King Piccolo or Piccolo, his whole concept was like, oh, I liked it better when I was a demon. No, we're slug people. Or like Slug Man. But then little diva, he sat there, he was like, you got the pointy ears just like us, like you were a demon. And the fact that they had a Namek that was in the demon world, but they said for 1,000 years. So I was wondering, like at that point, so like, is that what they're trying to reference to say? Like, as if originally they were demons, and that they actually originated in the demon world. Did they eventually like migrate or then move to the planet that they soon called Namek? Or is it just simply just one of those Nameks, one of the Namekians and stuff that actually just separated and just happened to have ended up in the demon world to only, you know, end up and finally come to Earth and make the wish. And for that to make, he actually sat there and actually gathered the Dragon Balls. Then actually, usually like after the wishes, like they usually turn to stone for about a year or so. He actually undid it and made the wish, and then literally that's when you see the credits kicking. You see like the glass shatter with the wine. You see Bulma, everybody look like they're in pain or in shock. They don't know what's going on. And then like you look, and bear with me guys, I saw a flash on my thing. I'm using this like this gimbal that kind of moves around and stuff at times. But you see that, and then you see like literally Goku and Vegeta become a kid, and then like that was it, and then you see the credits roll. Like all in all, I'll definitely have to say like, especially after, you know, rest in peace to Akira Toriyama, and we saw like a pause with everything, including like the manga, as well as with everything else. And since Dragon Ball Superheroes, this was definitely refreshing to see and to experience after having this long hiatus. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they do with this, how far they'll go. I saw like bits and pieces, or like I saw like thumbnails of trailers, so it's like I definitely can't wait to see what they're gonna do with this. And just all in all, this was a pure magic. And then just to see that recap, because like I'm not gonna that part with Goku Vegeta like that. I think that caught me the most too, just that animation, because I was like, you see Dragon Ball like Kai, and they actually like kind of touched up on everything, like touched up on the animation. But if they would have just revamped and did it on that level, I can only imagine how good this would have really turned out as far as like a remake or a change up as far as like on the series as a whole. But to everybody, let me know what your thoughts are. What did you think of the show? Are you gonna watch some more? Did you notice anything or any quirks, or what was your gripes or complaints if you had any? Just keep it cool and friendly in the comments. I'll see you guys soon. Peace till the next video and streams.